Hey guys, it's Michi. How are you? I just wanted to share a project that I just did with Tim Holtz, and it was in Tampa, and I had the best time. For a long time I've been wanting to meet Tim, and I took his configurations class, and I think we had 5 hours to do it, and like I said, it was an absolute blast. I learned a lot from him. I learned how he teaches a class full of people. I think there was at least 100 people there in the class, because I teach too here where I live, and I definitely learned a lot from him. And but anywho, I'm anxious to show you guys my configurations box, and here it is. We did the I think it's 8.5, 8 by 10 or some size like that. But anywho, we didn't have to bring any tools or anything with us, no adhesive, nothing. He hooked us up with everything. Everything was included in the class. And the first thing we did was we antiqued our box, put the papers on it, and then what we did was we took his tissue tapes. And that is exactly what's holding the boxes together. Nothing is held with adhesive. It's fabulous. So what we did first, I guess I'll just give you the tour of the outside of the box. So he gave us all his papers. We pretty much kind of chose what we wanted. I mean, he gave us a stack of things and kits and stuff. So, and then everybody was trading. So here's the left side of my box. And then here's the bottom side. And then again, there's tissue tape all over. And we got to use the new stains too, the stain daubers. This is the right side of the box. And then this is the top. I have a couple things loose in here, like this. I'll take this out for now. Okay, so let me figure out where to start. But anywho, I had an absolute blast. I know I can't stress that enough to you guys, but let me see if I can get his signature on the back. I had him sign the back. Lovely, lovely. So that's the back. Okay. Okay, so after we antiqued it and stressed it out, distressed it and everything, he gave us a bunch of different types of tissue paper that he had. So I basically just put all of them all around everywhere. And then I antiqued it with some of the crackle paint, and then his inks and stains. And then I'll start up here. So after we adhered all the boxes and everything together with this tissue tape, you know, because right in here, everywhere, that's where the tissue tape is. After we did all that, we're all wondering, are we going to get the goodies to put inside? And then he says, at the very end of doing that, he says, okay, we have the goodies to put in, and everyone just went wild in the class, and so we all got a bag of goodies, and this is what he gave us. So he gave us one of his little dolls. I have some mesh in here, and then a spool, thread spool here, a charm, and then of course one of his little vials, and then he gave us a sticker, some stickers to put on there, whatever we wanted. And then I have a light bulb in here, and then in the back of, or inside the boxes is all his paper too, and he showed us how to insert the paper without having to sit there and cut a bunch of squares. It was really neat. And then I got a flower back in there with my M for Michi. And then this is cool. He ended up purchasing this image of this man, and it's on a piece of acetate on a tea light, and you just put it in, and look how cool is that. I just love it. I bought a couple more configurations box. I'm going to do a bigger one for Halloween, but okay, so then this is grunge board, and then he has this new grunge paper. It's like double thick, and it's supposed to make everything stand or stick out even thicker than what it is. It's hard to see, but he hooked us up with some of that. And so what we did was we painted it with black acrylic paint, and then we just sanded it of whatever we wanted to show, and then I just used some of his daubers and everything to antique that. Then here I have a broken piece of of ruler here, and I antiqued it a little bit. And then 8 and 9, there was my numbers of me, my son, and my daughter. I just got hooked up with my numbers. It was luck of the draw. People were going crazy trading and screaming through the room, 17, 14, you know. But I actually got the numbers I needed. It was really cool. So in the back here, I don't know if you can see, I have another flower. And then I have one of his hangers. And all of us did our boxes completely different. So, okay, so then here's like a little hook he gave us. And so I decided to hook it on there. And then there's a ticket. And then another, one of his light bulbs. And then he gave us a pocket watch. So we opened it, and I put a little bit of the film strip in there. And this number was actually 80, but I turned it around to make it 8. And then inside I put Creative and Discover. I don't know. Let's see if you guys can end up seeing that. And then some of his music paper is in there. And then another flower is backed behind it. And then, of course, a bird cage. I have yet to put anything in the bird cage, but it comes with a little hanging area for the bird. I love it. And then, of course, I put another 8 on the outside. Here's another one of his vials. It's actually loose. I got to glue it back on again. And then I put a sticker on there. It says acetone. And then the middle charm, it says Journey. And then some more paper. Oop, my camera's going to die. And then there's an orange pineapple soda pop top. And then one of his crown charms. And then a 9. 9 stands for my daughter. And then he hooked us all up with a little metal car. He said that he had collected tons of them through his travels all over the place. And it's very vintage. I remember having some of these cars when I was little. I loved it. And then I have another like button back here. And then in here it has... it looks like license plates and bottles, paper in here. And then here's another little charm. And then in here I have his watch. Oh, let me back up here. Or not watch, his clock. If you can see that. I antiqued it with a little bit of acrylic paint, his dauber. And then I hooked up a flower in there. And then here is another film strip. I had another one going across here, but it fell off. I have to reattach that. But this is my configurations box. I am so happy with it. He hooked us up with a knob and then the corners. And then he also hooked us up with the feet, the real pretty fancy feet that go on the bottom. But I think I'm going to save those for my Halloween configurations. But I hope you guys enjoyed this project. Again, I was so happy to meet Tim Holtz. It was a lot of fun, and I'll never forget it. I have some pictures too. So I will show those with my video. Alright, thanks again. I can't even speak, you guys. Thanks again for watching. Please, please, please leave comments because that means more than you know to me, and I really appreciate it.